Hello, cuties. We're back at it again with some Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. I feel like it's been a really long time since I played those. Yes, Soma Sunday is back again. Hi, Maddie. How are you doing today on this lovely Sunday evening? In this soft and sensual Soma Sunday. Okay, so we still have 3 abilities we haven't gotten yet. My best, maybe. Well, your eye is the best as far as I'm concerned. I just want to stop to look up something real quick. Yeah, I am actually trying to get myself back into, like, some kind of schedule. I was kind of thinking of doing, like, Sunday and then, like, Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday. I mean, obviously, after we finish, Dawn of Sorrow here, there aren't any more games with Soma as the main character, so I guess it won't be Soma Sunday here, but figure something out. Let's see if this will work. Oh shit, it actually did it! Yo, we got past the funky spikes, hell yeah! Oh, we're back in Lizard Lab with the sick-ass music. Blech. Sorry, bud. Homunculus. I'm sure they'll be fine. Serenity Robe. Plus robe that calms the spirit. I hope I can help all you guys get your spirits calmed. Yes, I think getting through that area with the spike should hopefully let us connect to a bunch of other areas that were locked off, too. Ha! Likely. I hope so. Super potion. I don't know, like, I kind of like Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday, but I don't know if 3 days in a row is too much. Like, I don't know, because I know a lot of streamers and stuff do, like, kind of, they'll have, like, 2 days in a row, but then most of the time it's, like, stream a day, off a day. Bloody stud. A deep red stud earring made of ruby. So it has C-Dot instead of Locad. Got it. They're fucking invisible ceiling? Oh, I see the ghosts show me where the platforms are. Naruhodo. It's a spooky ghost maze. Fuck. Fuck. Oh. Ow. Hey guys, I'm gonna need you to back off a sec. There you go, ghost maze. Oh, I did actually finally manage to get the, Bad Dream Donut in Legends CA. I basically just had to go freaking farm, I think the streamers who've been doing it for years only do 2 days in a row max. For the sake of not making your brain melt, you should refrain from 3 in a row. I just don't know what these do. I want to do 4 days a week. But, like, I know I probably shouldn't worry about this too much, but I also kind of don't want to... Okay, to put it a different way, I like being at Wit and Jude's streams. And sometimes I feel like if I watch a stream and stream on the same day, then it, like, burns out my social battery pretty bad. Because usually Jude is Wednesday and Friday, and Kubi is usually Monday, Wednesday, Friday. That's kind of why I wanted to do Tuesday, Thursday. Then again, Friday is the one day where both Jude and Kubi stream, so... Like I said, I know I shouldn't be trying to plan my Steam schedule around other people, but... It's not even an obligation, I just like being at their streams and chilling and vibing. They're my friends. Yitters. Where are we going now? Whoa, 3D background. Yo, look at that sense of depth on the Nintendo DS family of systems. Ooh, hidden wall. Ah! $100. Caviar. Sounds expensive. One of the world's 3 gay delicacies, sturgeon eggs. Like a sturgeon. You wet socks. Oh! Ha! I did not... Okay, I guess that was dynamite was what that red stuff was. Damn. Oh hey, it connects back to Yoko's place. Hello. A fuzzy creature has shown up to sit on my lap. You gonna be good? No headbutting the microphone, okay? But yeah, like, I looked up the recipe for the, special secret donut for the end of the ZA DLC. And, like, I just could not get the right stats for it. And apparently, like, Kebia berries, or Kebia berries, however it's pronounced, were, like, super mandatory, and I literally, despite as much as I'd just been... neck warmer. Despite as much as I had just been running around like crazy in the high-level, in the high-level areas, you know, like the 4-star areas and stuff, the, hyperspace. I had not gotten a single Kebia berry. And it sucks because, like, they're like, oh, you know, in the recipe, and it calls, like, the suggested recipe of, like, 3 Kebia berries. And, like, if you're having a hard time finding Kebia berries, try this alternative recipe. And then it was, like, fucking... It had 2 Kebia berries. I'm like, that's still Kebia berries. I need paranoia. Nah, they're different. I'm talking about the man in the mirror. Tear of blood. There's a cat in my face. Needle. Only a secondary berry veteran, only a seasoned berry veteran can tell the difference. It did make me a little sad, though, with the donut thing, that, like, normal berries are more or less useless after, like, the first few donuts. Because, you know, like, one of my favorite things to do was just run around freaking, yeah, just run around Lumios collecting every random little sparkle. Okay, fine. Okay, like, she is not with claws, she's gently petting my face. I'm like, okay, I will pet you. You have successfully been petted. Are you happy? You know, it's weird. There are a bunch of games I want to play on stream, but I can't decide what order to do them in. Because, like, we were talking the other day, and I do plan on playing Persona 3, 4, and 5. And I'm probably going to play, at the very least, both Persona 3 FES and P3P. That way you don't just... Would it have been neat if you could trade a big amount of regular berries for the hyper variant? That way you just don't never touch them. And yeah, that would have been cool. I wish they could have done something more with it. I mean, because I thought it was cool with Gulpin, where, like, if you give him a donut, he'll give you a berry of a higher level than the ones he needs to make that donut. Except if you trade in, like, a cheapo donut. What the fuck? If you trade in, like, a cheaper donut, you know, but he still gives you a higher level of a regular berry. Heart Eater. Obtain more hearts. But even then, he just gives you a better regular berry, which is neat. Especially if you need more of a regular berry, like one of the ones with lower EVs or something. Finally, we open this Uma News for. This has been blocked off for, like, so much of the game. I'm so glad we did this area. I was actually thinking about this when I was at Job today. Like, I want to play some more Castlevania, but I don't remember how to get into that one area. Ah! I got boned. Still in the cream, Heart Eater. I don't feel like dealing with your big spiky metal ass. Goodbye. Wait a minute. Okay, I'm gonna hit your ass one time. No, I still don't have any Iron Golem souls. Just such a pain in the butt to deal with. Shit, I forgot I have to do the freaking spooky maze again. Hey, could you guys... Could you just... Thanks. Ow. Ow. Okay, down. Fish! It's beginning to look a lot like fishmen. Ow. Oh, I'm sorry, you little butt. Was I paying too much attention to something that's not you? I had the audacity to be streaming. You know, I was gonna say that, but you don't try to sit on my lap like this when I'm not streaming. I'm sorry I'm talking to the cool people in my glowing rectangle instead of you. What? I told you not to headbutt the microphone. Actually, there's this really cool black and white Metroidvania I have on Switch called Gato Roboto, where you play as a cat who also pilots a mech suit. Hence the name. Okay, what are the last 3 digits of my money? 480. No, that's my swing experience. 728. Hi, Rain. How are you doing today on this lovely Sunday evening? We're playing some Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow on this Soma Sunday. $1. I need to get the last 3 digits of my money to 666. Coming from migraine, no! Okay, man, I'm not trying to dox you, but I wonder if you live near me, because has the weather just been, like, really crazy for you? Because for me, the weather around where I live has been like... It was like 75 degrees yesterday, and today the high was like 48. I live in Indiana, so the weather's always fucky. Okay, so I don't think you live that far away from me. Because, yeah, my leather is pretty fuckatronic, too. I just think about the thing I posted on Blue Sky earlier today, because when I was at work, I, like, knocked something over, and I went, gosh. Because I try not to curse when I'm at work, so I don't want to say just god fucking damn it, so I went, gosh fucking darn it. It's like, good job, Micaiah. Nailed it. So I have to get the last 3 digits of my money to be 666 to open one more door. How do you eye into my eyes? No one will ever know! I mean, I don't think anybody noticed. Nobody really pays attention to anything that I do unless they want something from me over there, so... But, like, not in a good way or a fun way where you can just do whatever while you're at work. Like, I still have to get task done. But, like, they don't really care much about what I'm feeling or doing. Just ignore the fucking, you didn't curse. I mean, fucking is the universal language. $777 jackpot! You know, I'm kind of thinking of what action game I want to have. That will be like my main one. I guess I'll finish Jak and Daxter. But after I finish Castlevania here and Jak... Because I'm pretty sure we're close to done with Jak and Daxter, because I think we're at like 91%. It's like, okay, in my like internal fiddly bob in my brain, I kind of have, like, games separated into what I call quest and action. And, like, quest games... You know, obviously you'd mostly think of RPGs. Oh, hey, big number. Oh my gosh, Rain, thank you so much for streaking. Streaking and squeaking. I appreciate that so much. Thank you. Enjoy your 450 cheese cubes. In addition to hydrate, I need to remember to do a stretch redeem, but thank you so much. You are one of my most consistent people here. I know I've known you for a long time and stuff, but, you know, it's like you're not obligated to come by, but you still show up so often and hang out for a lot. Usually my entire stream until you have to go to bed or something, so it's like, I really do appreciate you being here so much. It really does mean a lot to me. It's like you're fun to hang out around or something. Easy, right? I don't know, I always do worry because, like, I know I say this, I mention this every once in a while, but it's like, you know, I don't really have emotes finished, I don't really have an on-screen model yet, so it's just like... I mean, part of it's just me being stubborn, because, like, I want at least my first few emotes, and, like, my first on-screen, I say model, but I'm using that as kind of an overall term, not just for, like, a VTuber, but just, like, even if I just had, like, a PNG or a static image that, like, lights up or bounces or whatever, I kind of putting all that under a model, just a representation of the me. Also, it's weird, but for whatever reason, with my OBS, like, I like how I have all my stuff set up where I can, like, track everything pretty easily just by glancing over to my second monitor. But for whatever reason, my screen size on my OBS is at, like, 7%. It's so tiny, and I don't know, like, I keep trying to change the size on it, and it just snaps backward. And even, like, redoing all my OBS settings, it just went back like that as soon as I got everything back how I wanted it. Is that a screen for ants? I did learn how to turn left, though. Ugh. Okay, let's think. Use that cranium in my skull here. The brainium in my cranium. Okay, so we have a place where we can get 2 $1 coins at a time. You know, it's funny because I just like glance over at the screen of the tiny little Soma. Oh, saying $1 coins made me think of this, but like, my mom was like a huge fan of the Renaissance Fair. And like prior to 2020, she pretty much went every year at least once. Shit, I either have to do the maze or get my bone arc out again. I finally figured out how to get past this spiky part. Ooga chaka, ooga 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 chaka. Thank you. Thank you, bone friends. Yoda. Ow. Steady. I'm basically gonna have to earn $765. I'd like to go to the Renaissance Fair this year, but weather was too hot for me. Well, no, okay, getting back to what I was saying. Okay. You know, like, every 5-6 years, maybe 10 years or so, the US always tries to push $1 coins as a thing. And every single time it fails and nobody wants them. But, when they had the, I think it was Sacagawea, but I don't remember. But one of the golden dollar coins, like the most recent one they did, my mom actually, would request them from the bank, or whenever I got, like, change back from something, if the registers had any dollar coins. And some places would just, like, trade them out because they were happy to get rid of them. Because nobody wanted them. Like, most people, like, having had to work a register at some of my jobs before, if you hand someone a dollar coin as part of their change, they'll be like, what the hell is this? And ask for a regular dollar instead. It's fun, sort of fact-ish, but, like, that's one of the reasons why, even though the 5 and 10 and 20 and all the other dollar bills have, like, a modernized redesign, the $1 bill still looks like it's from 1980 because they keep trying to phase out $1 bills, and it never works. So my mom got like a good 70 or 80 of the golden $1 coins, and she took that as her spending money for the Renaissance Fair, and all the shopkeepers were just so delighted. You know, one of them was like, ah, the coins of the realm, and stuff like that, because, you know, she was going around the Ren Fair paying for everything with, like, gold coins. It was fun. So fucking cute. Like, it was such a fun little thing. And like I said, a lot of the shopkeepers were delighted because it just went so perfectly along with everything. The only actual memory of dollar coins I have is frequently finding them on the floor of the school bus and buying a cookie with them. I mean, like I said, they would pop up occasionally every now and then. You know, at some of my older jobs where I had to work a register. And it's funny because, like, you would know... Easy. Had a little hiccup. You would know when you got the same register again because the $1 coins in that register would always be there because no one would ever accept them. Like, as change or anything. Actually prefer coins over bills. They're more satisfying. Oh, yeah, totally. Well, the thing is, most places outside of the United States, they're, like, equivalent of $1 and $5 are coins. Like, in Japan, they've had 100 yen coins for decades. You won't find a 100 yen bill or anything. And same thing with 500 yen coins. Like, the smallest bill is 1,000 yen, which is, well, at what was at one point equivalent to $10. It would just be right there at my feet like 2 times a week. See, Maddie just playing an open world RPG in real life. You just find little sparkles on the ground and it's like a little bit of money. Once again, the US sucks and is behind the rest of the world. US is just a third world country with makeup on. I mean, the United States has literally the vastest socioeconomic disparity. Like, it's both the richest and poorest country as far as developed nations go. I do like the concept of paying everything with little doubloons. Yeah. 4 doubloons. Wait, I'm sorry, that'll be a 4 doubloons. Gotta put in my Ferris accent. I'm not trying to make Ferris sound piratey, I'm actually going for Morag from Xenoblade 2. I can't quite get my voice to do it the way I want to, though. Like, Rain, I don't know if you've played Xenoblade 2, but Morag is just like peak lesbian, honestly. Yeah, last number is a 6. So I need 140. Shit. Well, starting over, I guess. Haven't gotten to 2 yet, still making my way through 1. Haven't had the money to go game hunting in a while. I wish Switch had freaking gifting like Steam does, then nobody I know would be able to escape Xenoblade 2. I'm kind of kidding-ish. But no, my aggressive enthusiasm aside, I absolutely love the game. Ignore the haters. Granted, like, all the Xenoblades are fantastic, so... Okay, wait, no, I didn't fuck up the money the way I thought I did. I'm tired. Please, don't let my incredibly high level of intelligence distract you from the fact that I'm a fucking dumbass. NSFX never safe from Xenoblade. Are you feeling it now? Honestly, it is like a crime that neither Xenogears nor Xenosaga have had any kind of, like, at least Xenogears is available on PlayStation 3 digitally. It's just like the ROM of the PS1 version, which is actually only $10, so if you're still rocking a PlayStation 3 or Vita, literally go buy it. But Xenosaga has never been re-released. You can literally only play it on the physical PlayStation 2 discs. And not grab that $50 coin. I need $40 more. I like to say that there are 3 kinds of intelligence. Basically, I just use the D&D mind stats to explain that. That's understandable. Also, fun random fact, did you know that the, ooh, level up! Did you know that the slang term Riz was actually because somebody was having a hard time spelling charisma? That's what Riz is short for. I did know that one, actually. No, don't. Ooh, don't grab the $100! Ah! Don't grab the 50. Shit. If I grab the $1, then I'm stuck with that for the next 10. A charisma's hard to spell. Okay. Okay, we're balling. Got a new set of 4Gs on the Jeep. Ooh, $10. Ow. Yes! Okay, let's go back to that one spot on the map. Fuck. Let's not fuck it up on the way over there. Please don't fuck it up on the way over there, Micaiah. Okay, the way you're sitting on my arm is making it fall asleep. I need that hand to play video game. You know, in Castlevania Symphony of the Night, there are long rooms like this that have CD at the top of the screen. And the reason they're there in Symphony of the Night is so the game can load the next area. So I do wonder if the one, because this is on DS, and obviously DS games are on a cartridge. So I do wonder, is this for load times or is this just for the vibes? Because I know DS games did have load times. sometimes, but like not so much as a CD-based game would, because you don't have to worry about mechanical read-write speeds. Then again, there is a lot of compression involved in DS games. It is weird because like DS games feel modern and a lot of them will have like full 3D and stuff like that, but they have shockingly small file sizes. It's really weird that so many of my favorite games of all time are smaller than the average screenshot. It's getting to the point with my neighbor's cat where he now wants to come into our house and interact with our cats to obtain food in there. You're giving a kitty cat a fresh new life. Nothing wrong with a small size. I mean, I prefer it, honestly. It's like with, gosh, the PC version of Helldivers 2 went from being like 100-something gigabytes to 34. Because they actually, like, were working with a company that developed a compression tech to where basically you could still get competitive load time speeds without having to have redundant files, because a lot of those 100-something gigabyte file sizes are from redundant files. No, I picked up a $1 on the way over here. I'm going to freaking lose it. Ha, 6-7. I just got fucking 6-7'd. Ah! Ah! Well, okay, I guess I need to collect another $999. God fucking shit, fuck, ass, fuck, darn, hell, bitch. Mild irritation. At least we get to listen to the sick-ass Wizardry Lab music. Well, I'm off to collect $999. Yeah, I'd much rather have smaller games than the data bloat. Like, I'd rather have load times than data bloat. Because, okay, here's the thing. The reason why games from, like, the PS4 onward have the mandatory file installs, even on physical games, is because Blu-ray read-write speeds are very slow. That's why PlayStation 3 had such long load times. So, the install I can deal with if the games are reasonably sized. LD, yay! I missed you so much. I'm so glad you're here. Thank you for joining me on this Soma Sunday where I somehow fuck up the ability to count to 666 repeatedly. But I'm so happy to see you, LD. I know you had a kind of roughish holiday, but I hope you're feeling better now. I hope I can at least help make your day a little bit better. Give me a sec. As tech becomes more powerful, the need to optimize and work around limitations for video games basically becomes non-existent, so they just don't. Yeah, pretty much. It's just super obnoxious because, like, right in the middle of the PS4 and Xbox One generation, file sizes, like, literally, like, fucking more than tripled. You know, at the start of this generation, we had, like, you know, the average game was like 30 to 50 gigabytes, and by the end of it, we've got like fucking 150, 200 gigabyte games. Yeah, hanging in there. It's like a company comparing a floppy disk to a modern SD card. Hey, listen, as a girl from the 90s, I know my way around a 3.5-inch floppy. Though, jokes aside, it is kind of funny to me that almost everything computer related I was taught in school is completely useless now. Except, like, the very basics, like typing and stuff. Though, like I said, I know a lot of you guys are younger than me. So, I don't know if you guys ever got this, but one thing in, like, the 90s and 2000s when I was in school, that we got a lot of was, like, you know, we get math homework or whatever, and be like, can't we just use our calculators? And they'll be like, you're not always going to have a calculator in your pocket. And it's funny with thinking about that now, because I'm like, fun fact. Yes, I will. Took computer repair class during high school, and I remember basically nothing from it. I remember that being said early on. Because I know that, like, I'm pretty sure by the time most of you guys were in school, cell phones were pretty much the norm. Gosh, I feel like a grandma. Madeline or Rain, if one of you, thank you so much for once again cutting a worthless object. Also, really fun, cool thing that Twitch actually kind of does, yeah, Twitch has a good thing, is that it actually says likely ban evader and has a restricted tag on them when they show up in the chat. So at least Twitch recognizes the bot. The repetitive part in their name's right for sure. They say repetitive scratch mizzly. Mizzle? Also, I was randomly thinking about something. I've kind of been wanting to do a Pokemon Gen 3 playthrough on stream. And, but I don't know if, like, because I don't want to just stop in the middle of Crystal. I still want to fill out the Pokedex as much as possible and fight Red and everything. And I kind of like having Crystal as just a chill game I can turn on and not have to think too much about. But I don't know if, like, rotating between, like, Crystal and a Gen 3 game and Mystery Dungeon would be just, like, Pokemon overdose. But, oh yeah, getting back to the thing I was saying, like, I kind of have games divided in my head between Quest and Action, where Quest would be, you know, obviously RPGs and stuff, but also games like Zelda, or just bigger long-form adventures, you know, with, like, multiple modes of play. Because, like, even something like Horizon Zero Dawn or something could be, like, a Quest-style game. Where, like, action games are kind of shorter games that are more about, like, building action skills, like, stuff like Metroidvanias like this, or, you know, like your Devil May Cry's, classic 2D platformers like Mario or Sonic. Or, you know, 3D platformers as well. The 3D platformers can be interesting sometimes because they can, like, blur the line between quest and action. Ow. I'm probably not the one to decide how much Pokemon is too much. Funny you mentioned Gen 3 because I've been talking with Seepent about a project that he wanted to start soon. Oh? Okay. That O with the inquisitive question mark enunciation is the part where you're supposed to tell me what that is. Ow. No. Ah! How could you do that? I think it'd be fine though. What you're doing in each game is pretty different. I mean, like with Mystery Dungeon and a standard Pokemon game, I don't think they step on each other's toes too much. But I also don't want to get like locked into people just assuming I'm a Pokemon streamer. I mean, I love Pokemon. It's pretty much my favorite series, but it's not like, no, don't grab that $50. Wait, do grab that $50. Okay. I'm kidding, we're planning a Sea Glass Soul Link. Emerald Sea Glass, isn't that the ROM hack? Where, like, it's kind of, it's like a new story that takes place after Emerald, but it's in the style of, like, Gold and Silver, like, graphically. This is one I saw that looks really cute, that was, like, it's Pokemon Emerald, but every town and area is, like, fucking 3 tiles wide or some shit. It's like super squished, but in a really cute way. Okay. No more money and no less money until we get to the freaking fuck. Okay, Micaiah. Mots. Person that I am. Me here. You bitch, you had better not hit a single fucking candle on the way over to that goddamn room. Not pick up a single dollar again. I swear to fricking cheese cubes that I will kick my ass if I touch another dollar bill between now and that freaking area. Not hitting any enemies, not hitting any dollars, any lanterns. I'm not hitting any dollars either. Gosh, I played so much Castlevania, I just impulsively, like, the freaking way that my finger was reaching for the freaking button to swing my sword at those lanterns as I was walking by. Seen a playthrough of that mini Emerald. Still got it. Still at 666. Not hitting any of you guys. Fuck you. I don't want one of you to drop a dollar. I ain't putting up with that shit. I will just... Nope. I'll get backhanded through the door. I don't give a fuck. Ow. The gyms are a gauntlet, a battle gauntlet. I would figure so. Like, everybody's just, like, squished in between each other. Homunculus. Summon Homunculus. Gosh, they were like all piled on me. I was so terrified one of them was gonna drop money. We did it! We got a gold ring! Sonic would be so proud. Ring that makes monsters drop more money. Oh. Okay. Oh, whatever. I'm not mad. We got it. It got did. I did it. It's mapped. Now I need to find a save point. It was worth it, right? Listen, I did not do it for the prize. I did it for the map percentage because I'm just like that. I have a problem. But I'm free to pick up money now. The way this freaking cat is just draped over my arm. IKEA's just completely flopped. There's all the pets. Well, she's been a lot calmer inside the house lately. Also, I've noticed her sniffling, and she kind of has that little bit of an infection-y smell when she headbutts me. I can smell it from her mouth. So I've been trying to let her stay in the house when I'm home. If she behaves herself, if she starts knocking shit down and going nutty again, I will put her back out. Thank you, Bone Buddies. My math percentage is 93.4. What am I missing? I'm gonna look something up real quick. Okay, aside from one area, I'm not sure how to open, like, the roof latch of. I'm not sure what I'm missing here. Is the only part of the map I can see that I'm missing. Like, out. Ugh, the only part of the map I can see that I'm missing is that little nub I've got my cursor pointed to. Unless the Abyss actually has a map. Maybe I'm just getting it confused with the Chaos Realm from the Aria of Sorrow. I guess in that case, off to the Abyss we go. Babes freaking love cartography. I don't know if anybody is even aware of this, but there's this, like, old Penny Arcade comic. And this is, like, back when I first discovered that, you know, web comics were a thing, and it was, like, Penny Arcade and Mega Tokyo and all that stuff. But it was like, they were making fun of Devil May Cry 4, the PlayStation 3 version, having like a freaking, like 10 or 20 minute install sequence or something when you first start the game. And it was like, there were like 2 or 3 suggestions, and one of them was like, learn Sanskrit. Babes love Sanskrit. And the like punchline of it was, put Devil May Cry 4 into your 360 and play it until the PlayStation 3 version's done loading. Because the Xbox 360 version of Devil May Cry 4 didn't even have a startup load thing like that. But I mean, again, that comes back with what I mentioned before about Blu-rays having much slower read and write times than DVDs. Because the Xbox 360 still use DVD-ROMs. Which, again, like, you had shorter load times than the PlayStation 3, but you also had, like, exponentially less storage space. That's why, like, games like Final Fantasy 13 are 1 PlayStation 3 disc and then like 3 discs on the 360. Onward to the Abyss. Oh, Abyss does have a map. Okay, so that must be where my other percentage is. Wait a minute, shit. Does that almost half of my exploration abilities are gonna be in the Abyss? That's so weird. Yeah, there was actually a lot of, like, butthurt screaming, at the beginning of like the PlayStation 3 360 era, because a bunch of like formerly PlayStation exclusive franchises were going to be multi-platform. Like, they weren't even going to be not on PlayStation. They were just announced to be multi-platform. It's like people were like lost their minds with unbridled fury when they mentioned Final Fantasy 13 being on the 360 instead of just being PlayStation exclusive. Even though the PlayStation 3 version is, or was, definitely the better version of that game. Gain resistance against dark spells and attacks. Okay, everybody grab your caffeine-free, non-carbonated, or caffeine-free, sugar-free beverage of choice. It can be carbonated if you want. And take a nice sippy. I got my water tumbler. Just came in to turn around and save again since I got another soul. Ah. Not ouch me. Ugh. Getting slop. Like, she keeps trying to jump up onto where I have my microphone set up. And she absolutely will headbutt the microphone. Ow, fuck. Oh boy, even worse Fleaman, my favorite. I don't have a Flame Demon Soul yet. Level up, let's go. Level up, level up. Ow, 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 sharp claws. Homegirl, please do not put knives in my titty. Please. Tiny little knives. Okay, give me just a sec. This little butt's gonna have to go outside because she's getting back into zoomy mode and she's trying to jump up on things. Also, I gotta run to the bathroom, so I'll be back in just a sec. I'm probably gonna go ahead and run an ad. Okay, I retain. Let's not get set on fire. This was definitely somebody's, like, flip phone wallpaper in, like, 2007. Whoa there, polygonal sword. Ew, wait, does that quicksand earwax? Ew. It's like the weird funky ear thing. Ew. Hey, knock that off. Okay. Ah! Okay, so the Abyss is contributing to my overall percentage. Nope. Freaking Heart Eater, get off of me! Hidden Soma. Wada! Wada! Yappa! Wahoo! Hiding in the earwax. I want to go the other way and see what's over there. Ew. Mud Demon. The Mud Demon. I'm sorry, I cannot get over this horned skull background with the knife thing. It is just so... I mean, I guess this game did come out in 2005, but it just... I cannot get over it. Also, a weird random thing, but it's like... As generally gorgeously produced as most of the backgrounds are in this game, it just looks so out of place in, like, the funniest possible way. I want to backtrack to see what the thingamabobber over here is that I missed. Not thingamabobber, just a section of the map that I wanted to fill back in. Bloop. Oh, hello. Hippogriff! Yo! We finally got this one. Now we can just hit up and L and boof. Hippogriff Soul with the same ability was in Aria of Sorrow. Similar abilities in Symphony of the Night as well. Though in both of them, you don't get the super jump ability until after you get the bat transformation. I mean, it's handier and a lot easier than transforming into a bat since it's an automatic skill, but it just always gets me that it's like, it always shows up after the bat transformation, so it doesn't really unlock any new places that you can jump to or get to before. Stop it! Leave me alone! And valleys. Like, I didn't mean to frame it in a bad way. I never finished what I was talking about before with, like, Final Fantasy 13 and Devil May Cry 4 and stuff. But, like, I don't think that... even though there was a lot of flaming about it online, LOL blaming, I think that the whole, like, movement over to things being multi-platform was definitely a good, like, 100% positive overall. For pretty much, like, any third-party game to be multi-platform. Like, I'm happy now that people are surprised when a third-party game is exclusive to something. Because it's like, yeah, I totally think that, like, you know, Microsoft or Nintendo or Sony or whatever should definitely make exclusives. But there's no reason for, like, one of the weirdest things is, the Yakuza / Like a Dragon franchise, with one odd exception, was completely PlayStation exclusive for a really long time. It's weird just how many random Japanese franchises were PlayStation exclusive until the Switch came out. Because there was Yakuza, Persona was PlayStation exclusive, which, like, that's so weird now because Persona 5's, like, everywhere. But it hasn't even been that long since it's been multi-platform. God fucking damn it! I am tired of taking 100 damage from these goddamn flame pillars. The bitch, this place, the abyss, this place is more like the bitch. But no, like, Sega even said in one of their, marketing things a few years ago that, like, one of the biggest problems they've had with, like, profitability is that a lot of their major pillar franchises were exclusive to a single platform, and then they wanted to pursue a multi-platform strategy. Square ended up saying something as well when, like, with the original... God, fuck! With the original releases of, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth and Final Fantasy XVI, while, like, they sold okay, they didn't really hit the numbers that Square Enix really wanted, especially for the budget that gets put into those. Because Final Fantasy XVI sold significantly less than 15 initially. Not just, like, 15's lifetime sales, I just mean, like, its launch window. But Final Fantasy XV launched on both PS4 and Xbox One. Gaming should be more diverse and accessible, actually. Abso-fucking-lutely. But no, that's the thing, is, like... It's awesome to see both Square and Sega openly saying they want to, like, have everything basically be multi-platform and more openly available. It's, like, actually awesome because, over the course of this year, 2025, Square actually just... a bunch of games that were only on, either PlayStation or only on PlayStation and Switch. Well, and they were on PC as well. But like a bunch of games that were only on Switch and PlayStation just got dropped onto Xbox. With sadly little fanfare, but hey, I'm glad they made it over there. Because like off the top of my head, the remaster of Legend of Mana, the Trials of Mana remake, the Final Fantasy Pixel remasters, and Romancing Saga 2, which were all Switch and PlayStation only, just got like shadow dropped onto the Xbox store. Sadly, they're digital only on Xbox, which kind of blows. Because I'm like one of 7 people who likes collecting physical Xbox games. But I'm just glad that they're there at all. Capcom actually followed suit because the Monster Hunter Stories 1 and 2 are now available on Xbox as well, and they're also Xbox One in addition to Xbox Series. Get a Hippogriff in it. Let's check my ability thing real quick. Yeah, Hippogriff is the next one. Because the thing is, they're doing Monster Hunter Stories 3, and that's coming out for Switch 2, PS5, and Series X. But originally, Monster Hunter Stories 1 came out for 3DS, and then got a port to mobile phones. And then Monster Hunter Stories 2 was Switch and PC only. And I think last year, or maybe halfway through 2023, I don't exactly remember, Monster Hunter Stories 1 got a Switch and PS4 port. And when they did the PS4 version of Monster Hunter Stories 1, they also made Stories 2 available on PS4. And now they're both available on Xbox as well. And of course, they're available on PC. So that means that the Stories series is going to be fully available on all platforms, which is awesome. Blech. I have to stand in this nook right here. Okay, I got that out of my system. Monsty Hunty. I feel bad because, like, I always want to get into Monster Hunter, but I always like the Stories games more. What is that? Stolas. That is so Maddie-coded. Like, I could see Maddie absolutely designing this. No, like, I feel bad because, like, the stories, the Monster Hunter Stories games just vibe with me so much more than standard Monster Hunter does. Ugh. So I feel a little bad for Rowan, and it's one of, like, my favorite series of tweets from him. Was him playing Monster Hunter World for the first time, because he had only played Stories 1 and 2. And he was like, okay, I've done the tutorial and I've been playing for like an hour. At what point can you recruit Monsties, like the ally monsters? Like, how do you recruit Monsties in the main series? And like, half an hour later, he's like, what do you mean you can only hunt them in the main series and you can't recruit them? Like, oh no, poor Rowan. It's Malachi! Malachi? Not the first time you said that about a large owl monster. I mean, it's called Monster Hunter. But what if I want to play Monster Befriender? No, wait, that's just Pokemon, isn't it? I mean, to be fair, Maddie, you do design some pretty cool burbs. back at it again with the 2007 wallpaper. Like someone, you know, flips open their Motorola Razr and this is their wallpaper and you're like, yeah, okay, buddy, I get it. You own Shadow the Hedgehog for PlayStation 2, damn. Like, yes, we get it. You have Shadow the Hedgehog for PlayStation 2. You have a vinyl of Linkin Park, okay? When? Don't you mean who? It's me, I'm not a G-Bitch. We love our edgy bitches. You know, I was gonna say that this background definitely reminds me of something kind of Yu-Gi-Oh-ish. You know, kind of like the Dark Sanctuary card that Bakura plays. And it just makes me think about the fact that, like, if you've ever read the Yu-Gi-Oh manga, even into the part where it's about trading card games, it is absolutely a horror manga. Like, even the Japanese version of the anime, like, kind of sands down a lot of stuff from the manga. And softens it a bit. And it's so funny because, like, you know, this is like a dark horror manga about spirits and people's souls getting torn out of their body and stuff like that. Oh, absolutely read the original. It is awesome, and it's also unbelievably surreal to see, like, you know, these characters you grew up with in this show that was advertised as, oh, you know, something on freaking Kids WB, and seeing, like, Joey, you know, get in a freaking fight with a chainsaw-wielding psychopath, or, you know, Yugi setting people on fire and shit. Also, a really weird thing from the manga to the anime is that, like, they made Mokuba a little bitch in the anime. I actually saw a short earlier talking about the Yu-Gi-Oh manga. It's a sign. Hop on that Shonen Jump app. Literally, you can just read the entire manga, and it's like a $4 a month subscription. It's got, like, all of Dragon Ball, everything. You can just read it. But yeah, it's like, because Mokuba is much more of the kind of person you'd think he'd be, being somebody who had to grow up in an orphanage and lose their parents and shit. He's much rougher, meaner, and harsher in the manga. Even after, like, the Kaiba brothers become more rivals and less antagonists, Mokuba's still pretty harsh, and him getting kidnapped or, you know, like, kind of being more babied is something that was invented completely for the anime. Because there are, like, they literally added extra Mokuba kidnappings in the anime that are not there in the manga. Okay, let's see what this boss fight is. Abaddon? Wait a minute. Like Kaiba being in a comatose state, when he gets out of it and he just drops his bodyguards in the ocean on the way to Duelist. Yeah, dude, that's raw as hell. Like, Kaiba is even more raw in the manga. Paranoia, puppet, Ward, bomber armor, Weeder skeleton. Where's the one I'm looking for? Wait, it might be a Guardian Soul. That's right. Ah, there we go. If you use Persephone in this fight... yeah, it'll just suck up the bugs. Ooh. I am getting my ass kicked by the timing there, rip. But yeah, no, like, one of the best things I think is cool about that, and it kind of got lost in some of the localization stuff, is the card Gyakuten no Megami, which means Goddess of Reversal, that he freaking jams in the hammer of the gun to stop it from firing. And I love the fact that he beats that guy's ass not because he pulled a gun on him, not because he betrayed them, but because he left a permanent scratch on the card that Kaiba used to jam the gun. Ow, 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 ow. I am just not good at figuring out patterns, help. I mean, it's not that I'm not good, I'm just stubborn, and I'm trying to go way overboard trying to freaking damage max. Can I move around with a Persephone? Yes, I can. Okay, I just gotta make sure the other bugs don't hit me. Gotcha, gotcha. Gotcha, gotcha, Guntetsu. I can just stand here sucking this guy. Get literally hosed. Because I gain 2 HP every time the vacuum sucks something up. Oh, this is hilarious. Get sucked. Summon a cloud of locusts to swarm foes. And we saved the game. I need to take off the Persephone and put my Bat Company back on. Get hosed. You can see how much more confident Soma is, because see how he does that cool little flip around on the ceiling in Aria of Sorrow? Whenever you use the Hippogriff Soul and he slams against the ceiling, he just swaps his back. Loki kind of digging this super, like, void galaxy background over there. Speaking of Galaxy, I'd actually really like to play the Guardians of the Galaxy game. I actually got it as a gift from somebody for PC for free, but I literally don't have enough hard drive space to actually download it. It's not super intensive, so I could probably stream it. Dude, Aurora Borealis at this time of year? Wait, I wonder if I can suck this guy. No, don't kick me. Oh, dude, it sucks up his flamethrower, too. I don't even know what just hit me. Or didn't hit me, I guess. Sucking you till you die. Yoink. I have to go stand in the neck. Oh dang, I can't suck you through the wall. Oh, another really interesting thing about Yu-Gi-Oh! If you've never watched it in Japanese, is Pegasus's whole eccentric manner of speaking is actually something that 4Kids left pretty much untouched, because he basically uses the English word boy as an honorific. So he actually says stuff like Yugi boy in the original Japanese version. Of course, he has a whole lot more English peppered into his speech, which, like, that's something that kind of got lost in localization, which I kind of understand why. Because it is pretty pivotal to the plot that Pegasus specifically be American. And that doesn't really change even when, you know, in the 4Kids version, everyone's American. Oh, hey, we can actually just teleport out of the abyss? Awesome! I'm gonna go right there. The Mine of Judgment. Mine? So we are back in the mine. Ow. Fuck, shit, fuck, shit, shit, fuck, fuck, shit. Ah! Why do I keep jumping into snails? You know, I'm gonna honestly say this, like, as much as I love the DS and 3DS for their game libraries, and I think this is more a me thing than anything, but... Okay, Dawn of Sorrow is one of my favorite games, but I have barely played it at all between me first getting it in 2005. As I mentioned before, I hadn't actually... Like, this is the furthest I've played in, like, 20 years. I never really did another full playthrough. And honestly, like I said, this may just be a me problem, but I feel like action games and platformers just don't feel as comfortable on a handheld. Like, I like having a separate controller. That's not part of the screen I'm using. I don't know if it's like psychological or if it has something to do with just how my hand-eye coordination is, like for me specifically. Because it's like I ran into some similar problems, like, because I've beaten this game on the DS and I've beaten Portrait of Ruin. Who can say? No, like, I'm actually curious, like, anyone else ever had, like, just an easier time playing an action game on a TV rather than a handheld? Because with turn-based games, I could go either way. It doesn't really, like, make a big difference. Another door? Oh, shit.
Soma, what happened?
He arrived too late, quite simply.
He gained dominance over a calamitous demon. I tried to prevent the summoning ritual from happening, but...
Your dark power failed to overcome the power I gained from the sacrifice.
Sacrifice? Celia!
Such an unseemly sight. Be gone.
You killed your own ally?
She always dreamed of seeing the Dark Lord. She served me to the end in my becoming. She should feel honored. Not only that, she even helped me take care of that pesky Arikado.
Huh? He's right. His sacrifice reversed the flow of my dark power.
The stage is now set. We shall see whose power of dominance prevails. I mean, first-person games or top-down games, I prefer mouse and keyboard, but anything else I prefer controller. Well, I mean, like, I can't play anything with mouse and keyboard, ironically enough, me being a gaming mouse. But, like, for action games, I just have a much harder time on a handheld. Like I said, I don't have particularly large hands or anything. They're pretty much normal size hands, so I don't think it's, like, a size issue.
What?
This cannot be. My dominance should be complete.
So that's what's happening. Arikado, what's going on? The power of dominance isn't easily contained.
See, your power of dominance will be inverted if you don't hydrate properly. So grab your non-caffeinated, sugar-free beverage of choice. I have a harder time with all handhelds, but for me it's probably just a muscle memory thing since I play PC games more often. Like, I can see playing PC for something like a visual novel or turn-based games or something, but, like, Kubi has played, like, thousands of hours of Genshin Impact with mouse and keyboard, and I don't know how you could play a 3D open-world action RPG like that.
He isn't like you. His soul can't withstand power that intense.
Liar! I've heard enough from you!
Whoa! Arikado!
I'm the Chosen One. I am the Dark Lord. I shall not succumb to the power.
It's useless. You can't control it.
Tried controller on PC and I'm the opposite. I can't do it.
Demons under his dominance. They fused as one.
Oh, sick. Body horror.
Letting this out would be a disaster. It must end here.
Blech. You, stinky. Just don't like the feel of gamepad stuff. I mean, like, I grew up pretty much on controller. I haven't really played games on PC until, like... I mean, I dabbled with things here and there, but I didn't really grow up playing games on a computer. Because I completely missed the whole thing of, like, stuff like Neopets and all, like, I never really had a computer for any of that stuff. Because that I've noticed that, like, the video game genres I have the least interest in, which would be first-person shooters and RTS games, are both predominantly PC-centered genres initially. Huh. Yeesh. I got into League during high school, but before then I mostly played either DS or 3DS and Wii games. Kind of go either way with the control preference. Honestly, I feel like I am... Oh, shit. What's up, gamers? Hi, Cole. You came in just in time for us to stumble into the final boss of Castlevania Dawn of Sorrow. But how are you doing today on this lovely Sunday evening? It's Soma Sunday. We got 99.7% of the map. I'm gonna walk over here, but I'm not going in the door this time. See what percentage that gives us on our map. 99.9% sure. Okay, I actually do know where the last 1% is. Give me a sec. Wait, it won't show the map for the main area. Okay. So watching One Piece. Oh yeah, season 1 just ended at like 1,112 episodes. No, I'm just kidding. They've announced that like everything from One Piece from like 1999 until now has been season 1. No, it's good that they're switching to a seasonal format, because having to publish an entire or do an entire 22-minute anime episode once per week is miserable, and staff should not be put through that. But you see, I know the part of the map I'm missing. Gotta catch up before season 2 comes out. At least people have time to catch up. We got 3 more seasons, 2,000 more episodes. You see, you kind of think you're joking, but you're probably not. Yeah, not only am I used to playing games on controllers, I love controllers. I love their designs, the differences between them, like the minutia of controller design. Joking, but Apollo could always hit me with the old dodgeball. I know you're talking about the Greek god who grants prophecy, but I always think of Apollo Justice first. Okay, this is the last fucking room. This is my... The top of this room is the 0.1% I need to complete my map. Am I supposed to... Fuck. Am I supposed to fuck? I hope so. Okay, am I supposed to get the little red ball up there? Like, will the red ball destroy that metal part? No. Fuck. Okay, time for this mouse to summon a mouse. go, we did it! I got it open! Let's freaking go! I figured it out. I didn't even have to look it up. I am so smart and sexy and attractive and smart. Look at that big, sexy 100% baby. Apollo. Tatsuya's Persona? Nobody played Persona 1 or 2. We all know Persona 3 was the first game in the Persona series. Don't lie to people. With the help of a mouse, the mouse has solved the puzzle. Mouse Mouse Revolution! I'm happy that I got the rest of the map, but I'm also sad because now I don't have any more maps. Suffering from success. Ow. I guess I can always run all around and soul hunt. That is kind of like the bittersweet feeling of completing something. It's like you finally did it, you got to the end, you succeeded, and now you don't get to work on it anymore. Is that weird? To feel that way? Quit it. You know. Oh, wait, Cole, give me a sec. I have to show you the 2007 Motorola Razr flip phone. Look at this. Is this absolutely the wallpaper that some, like, edgy kid would have on their, like, flip phone in, like, 2007 or something? They'd have, like, part of Crawling in My Skin as their ringtone. And they would say, like, really cool, tough things sometimes, and then with, like, a small amount of research, you realize they're just quoting, like, Shadow the Hedgehog or Sonic 06 or something. Wait, don't move. I'm gonna screenshot this and put it as my background on my Sidekick phone. Granted, this game came out in 2005, so it's, like, right on the money for that time period. Gotta get up the item before it disappears. God fucking damn it. God damn it. Oh, I am mildly irritated. Don't die on spikes. Don't die on spikes. Don't die on spikes. Don't die on spikes. Top 10 times I didn't die on spikes. Yeah. Okay, can we take on the final boss? Let's see. Got 100% of the map. Well, 56. Should have gone to the final boss with 69 HP just to style on them. I mean, tempting, but considering that all the attacks do 100-something damage. Just like a regular 69, I would get completely fucking folded. thing is, interestingly, Aria of Sorrow and Dawn of Sorrow are like some of the few Castlevania games to not have Dracula as the final boss for obvious reasons. Which, like, honestly, I'm kind of surprised a little bit they didn't try to find, like, some story bullshit reason on Soma fighting the Dracula inside himself or something like that. To just have an excuse to have Dracula be the final boss again, but I'm glad they didn't, because I feel like it really gave them a chance to experiment, because, like, the design for Dimitri's transformation here is just so wonderfully just the best kind of disgusting, horrific body horror. And I feel like they couldn't have really done this with Dracula, because I feel like there's a limit to how far they could push Dracula to have... You know, you still kind of have to believe that whatever monster form he takes still has to be able to turn back into him at some point. Ow! 112 damage from stepping on your toe. I like that the platforms have little bat wings. Ow! Little bitey bitch biting me. Shit, 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 shit. Those little bitey bitches do more damage than any of the actual boss attacks. Jeez. Shit. Oh well, at least the first phase isn't too bad, so we can do that part pretty easy. Just gotta be patient with that first aid. Break his kneecaps, actually the strat. I just gotta not get bit to death, but wait a fucking minute. Okay, this is the final boss. I have 100% of the map. Where the hell are those other two ability souls? Knee his break caps. Break his caps lock button. Doom him to eternally shout at everyone. Ah! Give me a sec. I have my case with my DS games in it right here. Did I put Dawn of Sorrow in here? Is it back in its original case? I have a little carrying case. Like, it's mostly with my Pokemon games, because they're the ones I used to carry around with me everywhere. And I keep putting them back into this zipper bag because... I'm just used to them being there for like the last 15 plus years. Yeah, I think I put my original copy of Dawn of Sorrow back into its original packaging. I was gonna check my DS copy of the game and see what those other two... They must be enemy drops that I just haven't gotten. Parts of the BGM sound like it's about to turn to that one clown song. I'm not sure I'm familiar with it. I'm sorry, LD. Thing is, I don't really feel like going into my room and digging out, not digging out, they're not in a pile or anything, but going through the layers of shelf to get my Dawn of Sorrow copy right now. That's right, I think I put my Castlevania DS games on, like, the back part of the shelf after I got, chaotic one is everyone's running around. I think I put all my Castlevania DS trilogy games on like the farther back part of my shelf after I got the Dominus collection, because most of the time if I'm gonna go back to play them, I'm gonna be playing them with, I want to play them with like a controller. As much as I love my DS's. See, I say this, but as I say this, I'm standing up to go to my shelf to go look and see if my copy of Dawn of Sorrow is back there. Because you see, now I have to know, like, I have to get my DS copy and see what those other two ability souls are. Oh no, I must have rearranged my DS games and forgot I did it. God damn it, me. Oh, also, hi, Big Kyle. I'm going crazy in the middle of the stream doing something fucking stupid. Why did I put it behind my PS1 games? Micaiah, girl, what are you doing? Why is Luigi's Mansion 3 all the way back here? I should not let myself organize things. Oh. Why are half my DS games with my PS1 games? Girl, what was that? I don't know what I was cooking, but don't let me in the kitchen anymore. It's cool, nothing got lost. I think I just reorganized. Ugh. Don't worry. Wait. It's not in the case. The fuck did I do? Oh gosh. This has devolved into an episode of Disorganized Mouse Loses Her Freaking Mind. You see, I say disorganized, but every time I try to organize something, I lose like half the stuff I organized. To all my ADHD homies, never clean your house. That's a joke, sort of. No, it's a rule that I warn my fellow neurodivergent friends about, and a rule I myself always forget to follow, is don't put things where it makes sense for them to be. Put things where you think they were when you started looking. It also doesn't help that I get hit with, like, dyslexia thing. So, like, sometimes something will be in front of me and I just won't see it. Now, zipper case, what do we have here? Let's see. Pokemon X, Pokemon Y, Tales of the Abyss, White 2, Black 2.
Heart Gold, Pearl, Diamond, Black and White, Soul Silver, Lufia, The World Ends With You. You got it, boss. They quote Ty from the 90s dub. My dad likes his mess where it is. Sonic Rush, Dragon Quest IX, Final Fantasy Tactics A2, Super Robot Wars. Oh. God fucking damn it, me. I am going to kick my ass. Okay, so my Castlevania DS games were in the zipper case where I thought they were, but I had completely forgotten that I bought little tiny DS snap cases. They're clear and they're really cute and they hold 3 games apiece. So I have a little DS snap case that was in a side zipper pocket in this zipper case that has Dawn of Sorrow, Portrait of Ruin, and Order of Ecclesia in it. Dragon Quest IX mentioned, it really needs a modern remaster. Oh my god, please put Dragon Quest IX on something I can play online with my friends. I want to play 900 hours of Dragon Quest IX with Kelsey, please. Okay, now that in the middle of my fucking live stream, I've had a side quest that's my ADHD and dyslexia in action. I hope you guys have enjoyed malding with me. Okay, turning flashlight mode off on my phone. Cosplay Moon Knight. Random bullshit go! Grabbing my DSi. Oh, I forgot. I had a picture of my mom saved as my wallpaper on my DSi. Hi, Mom! Okay, let's start Dawn of Sorrow, and then I'm gonna check my whatchamacallit in Dawn of Sorrow on my original DS. So I'm playing Dawn of Sorrow while playing Dawn of Sorrow. Double Dawn of Sorrow. Okay. So the other 2 I'm missing are Mud Demon and Pro Cell. Which I think those are those screamy faces. Because all they do is Pro Cell increases your mobility in water, and Mud Demon prevents loss of mobility in sand. And those are kind of lame as just other movement abilities. I was kind of hoping to be something a little more exciting. Damn, I have 34 hours. I was just playing the hell out of this in my original playthrough. You know, I wonder if that's why I hadn't beaten it multiple times, is just because I just went back and kept playing my original file over and over. Also, looking at it on my DS now, it looks so freaking tiny now that I'm used to playing it on the TV. Tiny Soma. Okay, now that I've put myself through madness to answer a very basic question I could have just Googled, because I'm just like that. Okay, let's put Castlevania back in the zipper case and play some Castlevania. Alrighty, let's give this final boss another try. Also, Big Kyle, I hope you're in the mood for some body horror. Game's rated T for terrifying. The criminal returns. Ugh. Do not foot me. Death by kneecaps. Ugh. Ah. Ah. I'm suffering the agony of defeat. High potion. Regular potion. I normally don't like chugging potions, but I would like to kind of beat this tonight. I mean, it's not like this is like competitive Castlevania or something, so it doesn't really matter. It's not a trainer battle. This is very clearly a wild monster. A mild monster. Ow. Criminal. Oh, it's the Langoliers. Ow! Fucking bitey bitch biting me. It is Langoliers, that one old movie with the people whose faces open up into the big bites. Oh, shit, fuck, shit. Oh, I can't, it's literally the final boss. Just use the goddamn potion. Ah! Shit, fuck. I just wasted the goddamn potion at this point, damn. Well, at least I have it to fall back on. I just gotta be more careful in that second phase not to get caught between his legs. Be on the verge of death. Status? Good. Pretty much. No, I have that traditional RPG player problem of, like, beating the game with 30 mega elixirs still in my inventory.
You know, speaking of bitey bitches, am I the only one who always, like, thought that staple removers... You know what staple removers are, right? Like, they've always looked like kind of a monster thing to me. I always thought they'd be, like, a pretty good inspiration for some kind of alien monster or something. Ow! Shit. Shit! It's so easy to get comboed between the feet, damn. I don't even know if it's worth like using a potion if I took this much damage this early on. I cannot touch a staple remover without making it chomp and going nyah, 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 nyah. Okay, it's not just me then. Do I need a better bullet soul? I just don't think I have any bullet souls that are better projectiles. Yeah, that's not gonna do jack shit. Maybe Rakuda could do something for us? We'll give it a try. Because I feel like I've been using axe armor for like the whole game. And I just have not had very good luck with soul drops in this playthrough. Yeah, when's the last time you treated yourself? Yesterday, when I got myself some Papa John's after I got off work. You deserve kindness. Oh, you did, Levi. Thank you. I appreciate it. I try my best to be a good little sweet. Oh, your status. Oh, yeah, if you get hit by that breath, it does poison. Poison in Castlevania doesn't really work like it does in RPGs. Instead, it lowers your attack and defense power. It wears off on its own after time. Shit. The first phase of this boss isn't actually too hard, but that poison does have a... The hitbox lingers a little longer than it looks like, so it's easy to run into it when you're trying to get onto the run back and smack the booby face thing, squish thing. Guess that makes sense. If you're poisoned, you aren't going to resist stuff or do things as well. Ouch! Everything 112 damage? Back off. Back off. I don't know if that's working as well as good old axe. Wait a minute. Okay. I don't need Peeping Eye anymore if I've already found every single secret room. Does this count as Dark Elemental spells? I guess so. I think that did a lot less damage. Yo, we found the strat. I mean, the ultimate strat would be don't get hit. Yeah, that did half damage. Hell yeah! Shit! Okay, that still doesn't mean I don't want to get hit by him. Okay, high potion. And also, regular potion. Let's go! Leave Langoliers, someone's not lost in time. Well, even if the damage is halved, I still don't want to get bitten by the bitey bitches. Or stepped on. Well, at least not by this guy. Fuck shit balls, fuck shit. Really Stephen King's Langoliers? No. I mean, I don't have anything against it, I'm not familiar. But they are those, like, they had a movie, right? They're the ones with the big open mouth, the faces that open into a giant, like, mouth. With 3 prongs or something. Like, the eyes are, like, inside the mouth, right? Okay, so let's see here. Rakuda didn't really give me the results I wanted. Killer Clown throws that card straight forward. That one is pretty good. Let's go ahead and have Archdemon as our, They eat time. Ah, shit, fuck balls. They eat the past, so there's only the present and the future. Damn, I am... Give me a sec. I need to adjust. My hand is falling asleep because a certain cat likes to curl up herself on the arm I'm using to try to press buttons on the controller. Shit! Got this. Gonna lock in. Maybe not with 369 HP, but I'm gonna try to lock in. You've activated my tramp card. I used to be an adventurer like you until I took a card to the knee. Bitey bitches, get out. I don't want no bitey bitches. I damage him. Let's ask ourselves the real question, chat. Can we hit it from behind? Ow. Big ol' bitch. Okay, potion time. My mom, like, when we would play games together, if I was ever on, like, a tough boss like this and I didn't use, like, my healing items, she'd be like, then why did you even buy them? Why bother with the healing items if you can never use them? And I'm just like, ah! Because I would always, like, you know, use the money to, like, max out my healing items or whatever, and then never want to use them during a boss fight. Or during regular gameplay.
Healing items or decorations, duh. They're like emotional support. Do to this man what time does to all of us. Cripple his knees. Shit. Damn it. Surely they aren't meant for any other kind of support. Oh, of course, Maddie, how did I never think of that? I could put the potions in my shoes as arch support so I can stand better so it doesn't cripple my knees. Soma defeated. Wow, wow. Okay, locking in. I was trying to hit you with this Axe body spray. That's why it poisons you if it gets too close. Literal toxic masculinity. Officially entering the bitey bitch zone. Hey, no fisting! It fucked shit balls. I do miss those days in middle school locker room where body spray was so thick it can choke you. I don't miss that at all. Okay, time for potion. feel like I'm spending more time fighting the bitey bitches than I am the actual boss. The max out of that potion. Everyone prefers the smell and taste of nuclear waste to the smell of BO, right? Ads and boss fight are really annoying, honestly. Shit, fuck. You know, honestly, shout out to Niarli, who somehow managed to beat this boss with a freaking handgun and nothing else. Five bitey bitches? Come on. Shit. Aw, man. Persephoneing the bitey bitches doesn't give me any HP? Rip off. Damn it. Really not totally sure what to do about it, because, like... He's just gonna keep spawning more of them, but it's really hard to get any attacks in on him when those things are all over the place. But apparently Kid Mikea could just totally do this in 2006. That was fine.
First, when I looked at that save file a little bit ago, I had 34 hours and I was at level 75. Granted, I don't think I was quite at that high of a level when I first beat the final boss, but it's like, knowing me, I probably got obsessed with grinding out as many souls as possible. You obsessed with grinding in a game? Who are you? Ow. Bicycle, bicycle, I want to ride my bicycle, I want to ride my bike. I want to throw tiny sickles, I'm gonna smack you with a scythe. Wait, am I cooking here with this? Oh wait, I think I might have found the solution to bitey bitches. It does use a lot of MP though. God damn it. Someone trying to bite you, just throw scythes at them, obviously. Potion, and we keep going. Blech. See, the thing with the Death Scythe ability that I really like is it just keeps going automatically until I, like, click the R button again to stop it. So I can actually focus on dodging and defense while it takes care of, like, doing some damage for me. Shit, shit. Okay, use our super potion. That was... Come on, dude. Oh, no, he doesn't.
Yo. Okay, just gotta break his knee. I am out of MP shit. Wait, I have items for that too. We better lock in. We've used up all of our potions. Oh, come on. Ah. Okay, but we kind of got the strat. Wait, I have an idea. Back to the main area. Let's visit Hammer and spend some money.
Hey, welcome. I got some good stuff in.
Oh my god, is that Northern Lion? I don't know who that is. No, that's Hammer. In the previous game, Aria of Sorrow, he was actually assigned by the National Guard to investigate the situation, but then he bailed on his post and decided to become a shopkeeper instead. A bald YouTuber. Okay. I mostly watch, like, I know this is gonna shock you guys, but I mostly watch, like, retro video game YouTubers and stuff, so it's the logical progression. Leave the military, become a shopkeeper selling weapons to a teenager with superpowers. As one does. See how things are going with Yoko since we're here. Oh, hi Soma. I've been meaning to ask you this, but
What is it?
how far have you gone with Nina?
What are you talking about now?
Well, Nina's like a little sister to me, so it makes me wonder.
Well, then ask her yourself, as if you were her older sister. And rather than worrying about others, why not worry about yourself?
Ow, that one stung a little. But you're right, in this line of work, I don't get to meet too many... Well, this isn't about me.
Well, you shouldn't pry, right?
You're right, I guess I have too much time on my hands. Sorry. But how may I serve you? Yo, was that the motherfucking boosh? See, I don't want to use up my only bugbear soul, but I want to see what the hell that crown thing is. I really don't want to use any of my one-of souls. Darn, it doesn't look like I can really make any new weapons right now. Alrighty, we went in, we stocked up on potions. So let's see if we can smack this fool around. Honestly, I didn't think I'd be fighting the final boss today, because I both thought it would be more difficult to fill out the rest of the map, and I thought the Abyss itself was going to be a lot more difficult. But then again, that's probably because a lot of that was more difficult for me 20 years ago, especially not really having internet at home. Like, if I wanted to use internet back then, I just kind of had to go to the library, so I couldn't just look up anything. Granted, I still had my subscription to Nintendo Power. Though, by the late 2000s, Nintendo Power wasn't really about tips. It was more of a news and reviews magazine like most other gaming magazines. Nothing wrong with that. But near the tail end of the GameCube era, into like the DS and Wii and stuff, they kind of stopped doing hints and tips because, you know, that era, everything was switching over to just game facts and all that stuff being available, and you could just look up guides online. So there just wasn't as much demand for gaming guides to be part of a physical magazine. Death to your knees! Bork on your knees! Ow. Blech. What? Wait, shit, I forgot to equip death.
Straight up siphon it. And by it, I mean your knees. Shit. Rude. Ew. Hey, stop that. No foot stuff on the first date. Ow. Good. Come on. Whoa. Ah, come on, I fell right into a bitey bitch. Okay, we got rid of the top base part. Now break his... Let's go! Fuck your kneecaps! Yeah, get sprite scaled, bitch.
Stop! What are you doing? This place won't hold. We have to get out.
It's gonna be super uncomfy walking on this, people. Like a weird combination of squishy and hard.
It's finally over. We're finished. Let's go. Soma, what's wrong? Tell me, just what is the Dark Lord? What Celia told you wasn't necessarily wrong. The Dark Lord is the entity to oppose God. Then that means there will always be a need for a Dark Lord. All because I ducked out of becoming the next in line. Don't misconstrue me. Perhaps there is a need for the Dark Lord. But there's no reason at all for you to become the Dark Lord. But if it weren't for me, none of this would have happened. You're neither a god nor a demon. You're only human. You have no chance at ever achieving perfection. Or are you saying you want to be the Dark Lord? No, of course not. And stay true to that. Look. There are people waiting for you. Don't break their hearts. Everyone.
You kept your promise.
Welcome back, Soma.
Looks like you're all done. Your face says it all.
Arigato. You're right. Mina! What are you doing here?
What do you mean? I was so worried.
Oh, Mina. Sorry. Don't cry.
Gotcha. Welcome back, Soma.
Poor Soma. She'll have you wrapped around her finger.
Oh, without a doubt.
I'd like to be wrapped around Yoko's finger.
What are you saying? It's not like that.
That's right.
No need to be bashful, you two.
If the world needs a Dark Lord, it will emerge. Even if it's not you, Soma.
Boss rush mode has been unlocked. Sound mode is unlocked. Data has been saved. We did it, guys. We beat another Castlevania on stream. Thank you guys so much for coming by and hanging out with me. So I'm not ending the stream quite yet, but thank you so much for sticking through me with all these playthroughs and everything. Doing all this stuff. Like I said, I'm probably not going to play much more of this. I'll probably come back later, maybe to do some soul hunting on stream. Kind of as a version of Crystals, like, you know, how we grind up for the decks and everything. But that probably won't be for a while. I'm glad we finished it. We got the ending and everything. We got the good ending. And we, in one of our earlier streams, we actually got the quotation marks bad ending, too. And director act. But yeah, I love this game. This game, I've mentioned it before, but this was my first, like, Castlevania that was really mine. Because I watched a friend play, like, Bloodlines on Genesis and Symphony of the Night and stuff. But this was the first one I owned. No more Soma Sunday. For now. You know, that is weird, because now I don't know what to do for next Sunday. I even name the stream Soma Sunday Returns. Like, Soma Sunday Returns one time. But I'm still glad, because I love this game. Like I said, I haven't really done a full playthrough since I beat it the first time in 2000... Well, it was probably 2006, because I got it for Christmas 2005. So yeah, I loved playing through this game again. Like I said, it's still one of my all-time favorite games. It's still one of my favorite Castlevania games. The end. Yeah, we can go to sound config. No, it's not in here. Okay. Ah, it's sound mode. That's right. Dark Cloud. Wait. There we go. Oh yeah, baby. We can rock out to the freaking Alchemy Laboratory anytime we want to now. See, this is why I really need an on-screen model, because I am actually, like, waving back and forth like people do for their VTuber to make them dance. Damn it. Please imagine a cute little funny mouse with brightly colored anime hair dancing around your screen right now. Unfortunately, when you cancel out of this menu, it will, like, stop the music. Because, like, honestly, there are a few handfuls of games that have, like, sound tests or unlockable sound tests. And when you, like, I think Smash Brothers does this. When you play a music track, when you back out of the menu, it just keeps playing that same music track that you had selected. And also, one of the things we unlocked earlier was Julius mode. We're going to do file number 3. This doesn't really have any story or anything, and it doesn't have, like, a menu in the traditional sense. See, if you hit pause, it doesn't open a menu. It just, like, says pause right up there. But you do have a level, and you see you got Julius, and you can do all of his skills. He does, like, a little uppercut thing. And the Lost Village music track gets replaced with one of the tracks from, I think this is from Bloodlines. Originally, it's either Bloodlines or it might be Super Castlevania 4. I don't remember off the top of my head. Because I'm not going to do, like, a full Julius playthrough on Steam or anything. But it's got, like, less RPG elements and plays much more like a standard, like, classic Castlevania. Save room. I do think it's funny that it still gives you the save room tutorial, even though you had to at least get one ending for the original, like, playthrough to even, have gotten that far to unlock this mode. I guess in case somebody buys a pre-owned copy of Dawn of Sorrow with Julius already unlocked and decides that's going to be their first playthrough, they know how to save the game. Leaf. It's a commonly known fact that you can just swim in water by just jumping repeatedly. That's how I learned to swim. The crazy thing about the whip is, like, it comes out super fast when you click the button. I guess I have played a lot of the classic Castlevanias, and I do have the Castlevania Anniversary Collection and Advanced Collection on PC now. So we might have some classic Vania action at some point in the near future. Maybe it's a Belmont thing. Well, no, the thing is with the other Castlevania games, it's funny because the whip comes out way slower in, like, the non-RPG Castlevanias. Ow. Of course, Julius doesn't get potions or any items or anything, so, you know, you actually have to, like, dodge enemy attacks and pay attention to their patterns and stuff. But is this, a video game? shit, fuck! Wah! Well, I think I have to play farther to unlock it or whatever. But, the thing is, with Julius mode... Oh, wait, that's right, okay. I have to go back to game start, select data, and then boot it from there. No, you don't start with it, because I thought you started with them. But okay, a really cool thing... I don't remember how far you have to get to find them, and I don't really feel like playing too much of Julius mode right now. But you can actually recruit Yoko and Alucard from Symphony of the Night as characters, and you can swap between them. Because by pressing the X button, Soma, because you remember how it had the A and B thing under Soma's HP, using that you could switch between different setups for like your souls, or your like tactical souls and stuff, and your equipment. And in Julius mode, after you recruit Yoko and Alucard, you can press the X button and it'll switch between which character you're playing as. And they each have their own movesets. Of course, Alucard's moveset isn't as deep in this game as it is in Symphony of the Night, but I mean, he's one of 3 characters. Yoko's really fun to play as because she can do like all kinds of spells and stuff. And the thing that makes it even cooler is the multi-character mechanic with a Belmont and a Spellcaster and Alucard directly calls back to Castlevania 3 for the NES. Ugh. Don't look at that. Yeah, I don't really feel like doing another boss fight right now after defeating the final boss and everything. Wait, is this not a DS? Shh, Maddie, don't tell anybody! It's a super secret special DS. Oh, yeah, that's why you can't tell anybody. It definitely isn't going to be in the form of a 3-hour video that was publicly broadcast to literally anyone to click on any time and will be available as a YouTube video. Oh wait, shit, I need to go ahead and make all my VODs public at some point, huh? I published them to my YouTube, but I ended up publishing a bunch at once, so in order to not spam people's inboxes, I did them as unlisted. It'll make them public at some point. That way, even because Twitch wipes the VODs after 2 weeks now. But by having them on YouTube, they'll pretty much be perpetually available. Yeah, I do believe I'm going to go ahead and wrap it up. But thank you guys so much for hanging out with me tonight. I streamed a little longer than I meant to, but like I said, I didn't think we were going to get to the final boss tonight. I'm so happy I could play through one of my favorite games again. Thank you guys so much for just enjoying one of my favorite games with me. I love the Castlevania series, especially the Metroidvania, RPG, Igavanias, whatever you want to call them. I'm definitely going to play more of them. Like I said, I've got the Advanced Collection on PC now. I've got the Dominus Collection. So there will be more Castlevania in the future if you guys want to see more. It's probably going to be a little while before I dabble into Castlevania again. I went straight from Aria of Sorrow to this one, but I loved Aria of Sorrow so much, and we beat it kind of fast. Well, for me, it wasn't really that fast of a playthrough, but it's fast for me. So I still had Castlevania fever, and I dived right back into Dawn, because like Aria and Dawn are just like peak Castlevania for me. I know like their gameplay ideas, a lot of that got carried over into Bloodstained Ritual of the Night, because Koji Igarashi, who is the director of most of the Castlevanias after Symphony, after Symphony of the Night, he also, like, after he left Konami, him and a lot of the people he worked with on the classic Castlevania, or the Metroidvania Castlevanias all worked on Bloodstained Ritual of the Night. So it's also a Metroidvania, and it also has like a similar system to the Tactical Soul system. But I kind of want to play through the Castlevanias before I go to Bloodstained. I actually have Bloodstained on PC, but I've had it for a long time. I don't even remember how I got it. I think I just bought it on sale on a whim, because I have it for PS4, which is where I first got it, when like it came out. But I never finished it, not because I didn't like it. I loved it. But just for ADHD and executive dysfunction reasons. Like, most games that I own that I got partway through and didn't complete are a lot of games I really loved. And ADHD reasons, executive dysfunction reasons, depression reasons. All the little brain chemicals that go blah, 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 blah. That was a beautiful sound to make into the microphone. Great job. But yeah, okay, I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up. You guys have a wonderful night. Thank you so much for coming by and hanging out with me. I'm not sure what I'm gonna stream next. Definitely more Final Fantasy V and Pokemon Crystal at some point. What will be in the future elsewise? It's a mystery. Bye.